So yeah, draw your weapon, first session. So we kind of discussed what we're doing. We're basically, I have given you all challenges, drawing challenges, in a story. Like some of them you guys have seen from each other, some of you have not, and you guys have no idea what the story is yet as so far, which is great.
I'm excited for it.
Well, you have like a basic background idea, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a small animation gonna run while I'll do some like interlude text. I wrote a small intro. Let me see if I can do this. Click, then go. Let's see. Yeah, recording, sorry. Okay, so our story takes place in a world called the United Regions of Anium, or just Anium for short. Anium was once filled with deadly adventures, powerful evil, and full of effing magic. But since the joining of the regions, the world changed to a more friendly and hospitable place, filled with effing magic. The aged industry of adventuring and villainy made space for more conventional means of business. This brings us to you, the players, whose characters recently found interest in this forgotten trade. You have all encountered a pamphlet from an adept adventurer by the name of Dunno and Itting, who is searching for apprentices to bring forth a new generation of adventurers. Those who are interested in his offer are invited to join up at the Fiend Fountains in Fletchfield. Fletchfield, one of the capitals of Anium, and most known for two things, knowledge and experience. Fletchfield has the highest concentration of academies and institutes, giving it the title, the City of Students. This is the place where almost everyone learns the basics of their profession, which is advertised by many monuments spread through the city. There are, for example, the Architect Arc for the field of architecture, the Passenger Pyramid for the transportation industry, and the Fiend Fountain, built for any career that might actively confront beasts and monsters. So you can slowly see here a small fountain I've drawn. And then the city will be drawn. So yeah, that was a quick intro. Basically some background. I don't think a lot of that will come back later to haunt you guys.
Alright,
I felt like I should have been taking notes.
No problem. I will give you like the 3 important names after the game.
Alright, perfect.
The extent of my notes so far is the word anium.
Yes.
Nice. It should go to the next. Look, where are you? Ready technical. Great. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
So you see how often I do the drawings. It will do one layer after another, which makes it much easier.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's going faster than I remember. That's okay.
Wow.
For the artists, I have timed it better.
I love that Illuminati thing is blinking.
Yeah.
That's a cool detail, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
it's really cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm doing this in PowerPoint, so I'm able to add GIFs I make myself. So that's a simple GIF over the original drawing, which you will sometimes see when it's doing like layers. I am bad at names, so I'm making them kind of puns. In this setting, just so United Regions of Anium. Just to remember, it's uranium. You are Anium.
Alright.
Who's ranium?
I love that.
Like, that's the only way for me to make it like easier to give stuff names. So then I think we get the first character drawing here. So this is the first one who gets, after receiving his pamphlet and going to this fountain, which is Archivaldius von Edelbrand? How do you say your name?
Archivaldius von Edelbrand.
And that's Archie. And that's Sarah as character, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Archie.
That's my boy.
Tell me, that's your boy. Tell me a bit about Archie.
Archie is the son of a very wealthy family. He's kind of been spoiled his whole life. He grew up watching like the movies of like adventurers, and he really thought that was something he would want to do. Like it really appealed to him. But he's also he's very fearful, very snobby, not really aware of the real world. So I imagine going on this adventure, he's probably gonna get more than he bargained for.
Nice. And if I remember correctly, he was like a magic user? Wizard?
Yes, yeah, he's a mage.
And where did he learn his magic? Is it something that come from himself? Did he learn?
He went to the most prestigious magical academy. The best money could afford.
Yeah, so maybe you were actually already in the city of Fletchfield, which is known for its schools and academies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
How old is Archie? Seeing he recently out of the academy, or is he still in the academy? Did he just quit, or did he finish?
I think he's still in. He's probably like a nice 20 years old.
Oh, he's just taking a small year to discover himself.
Yeah, taking a year to discover himself. Like, he's done the whole magic thing. He kind of wants to try being like one of those badass adventures he sees in the movies.
Yeah, he's done with the theory of magic, and he wants to do more practical uses in real life situations.
Yeah, exactly. Wants to get out there and experience things.
Yeah, so there we have him, your boy Archie. So he joins at the fountain. Let's see. So slightly later, not very long, a second character joins you near the fountain. I just pick random music for you guys. I don't say it suits your characters, it's just a song that I like with your characters. So now we get it's Ash, it's your character. How do we pronounce it? Latte Levay?
Latte Levay. As I recall, since it's been a while since the character was put together, she's designed to explicitly be grossly incompetent, but she still wants to be some kind of adventurer anyway. She's probably mid-20s, I'd say. Probably the type who tried college and didn't last.
Yeah, she's also a human, correct?
Yep.
So yeah, as we see on the picture, first we're showing the original design you made on paper. Then I think it was Jojo who made
the actually good one.
I wouldn't say actually. Yeah,
it's not that good.
What? You're selling yourself way too short.
I made the arms way too long.
I really like her being a little bit buff.
Yeah.
Buff.
She lifts.
And the second one in the middle was a redesign you did yourself.
So the first one I made with straight line tools and curve tools, and the second one, the really bad looking one, I just free-handed trying to figure it out, because I figured it'd be amusing to have someone in the game who was pretty unpracticed in the art of drawing.
Oh, that's okay. It's I only like the Bruce redesign when I have you guys next to each other, but all the drawing challenges will be in everybody's own drawing style, which is it's super great to see different drawing styles. I do want you to explain the sword. Is it in any way sharp?
Maybe the
Just a
ears.
pool noodle.
So it was initially supposed to be a magic wand, but it got interpreted as a sword in the art where she's mildly jacked.
Sorry.
Nah, it's cool. It could be either. Why not?
Magical sword. Got it.
Magic sword.
Sword. Yeah.
The magic is that for some way it's sharp.
You can definitely slash people with it, but you can't go in for a straight stab with that thing.
I like to imagine it makes like a squeaky noise when you hit somebody.
Yes.
Oh, I like to imagine it just says meow, but the cat
Meow.
just makes cat sounds.
Oh yeah, it's just meow.
Maybe it just makes really deep cat sounds like meow. Meow.
That shows you something.
Yeah, so in the design Jojo made, it had like cat ears, but for you it's her hair, right? That's what we established. It's just her hair that looks like cat ears.
I think it's been a while. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
No, in the character profile I put up on the server, it says race human but with cat ears.
Nice. Great.
Any further questions?
No, so yeah, you join up. You join up with Archie at the fountain. There are other people around. You don't know who's waiting for this, or is just passing by. It's in the middle of a busy like street. It's a very busy town with all kinds of students. There's like smiths. There's all kinds of job opportunities, and everybody's just always working here. Then we go to our third, maybe final, to Jojo's character.
Last and certainly not least is Lord Albert Winchester,
Oh, that was
Lover.
nice with my
fighter, celebrity chef.
Right.
So, Lord Albert Winchester grew up the heir and only child to the rich House of Winchester, who ruled over the small town of Drayport in the south coast. He had a relatively easy upbringing, where he was taught things like conversation and finances, along with other things befitting of a young lord-to-be. That was before the crabs attacked. His hometown and land was destroyed by giant mutant crabs, leaving him homeless and stranded. He left home and became a chef, and has since got a very, very large penchant for killing crabs. He hates them. He has a tendency to fly into an angry rage at just the mere sight of a crab. He also has a pet albatross called Christopher, who he feeds bits of crab meat and stuff like that.
Is Albert officially still a lord? Is there still something left from like his country?
He still technically owns the land, but it's basically a smoldering heap of trash and crab poo. So he wants to rebuild, but he doesn't really have enough money or equipment to do so at the moment.
Yeah, and why does a celebrity chef want to come along on this adventure?
Well, he heard rumors that the giant crabs that destroyed his hometown are coming back, so he wants to find them and kill them.
So basically, he wants to find like allies, become powerful himself to stand up against the crabs.
An important thing is he has absolutely no magical aptitude whatsoever. He cannot cast a single spell at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I must say, it was
my
like
character has aptitude for anything.
Your description went perfect with the music. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay. So go. So as you can see, I made these little buttons. If I can see my mouse, go. I can make you guys pop up, pop down whenever I want, and I can use this for other stuff.
Cool.
I put Albert at the back since he still doesn't have a full body.
Oh, right, yes, sorry.
Maybe the crabs took his legs.
Yes. He just floats.
Yeah.
For now, it's just at the back. Like, I think I'll have them later. I'll have them bigger, and I added the black square to where his body should be in the back.
Yeah, he's just wearing a really long apron.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, you're waiting in his fountain, and it doesn't take you long to see like a small guy walking up to you guys, which might be Dunno and Itting. So this is basically the character oh, that went too fast. Well, you guys saw him like for a quick second there already, but
Oh my god, that name. Don't know
Yeah.
anything.
I was like reading it out in my head, trying to piece it together. I knew there was a pun somewhere.
it took me like long. At some point, I was like, I need to write it down for its name because I keep changing it in my head and just not writing it down. It's like, fuck it, I don't know it anymore. It's like, oh, don't know. Wait, can I do something else?
That fits.
And I really like the name Dunno, so.
Yeah, it's a nice name.
Oh yeah, it's good.
That's a god tier naming convention right there.
So I already explained it to Ash and Sarah. Is that like when I do a drawing, they never come out as I expect or want them to come out. Like that's my fault. So basically, when I started this, it was gonna be like an old man with a long beard. With the beard, I couldn't draw the beard. Like I tried like many times, and this is basically what came out. Yeah, so you guys see this guy calling. You guys know like halflings, gnomes, all kinds of small like creature guy. Like this guy, like you're guessing he's just like a halfling with for some reason like rabbit ears and rabbit teeth. Like you haven't seen anything like him. And it's probably not even what your characters do expect from like a guy who has like a bit of a reputation of adventuring.
Yeah, Archie was expecting like some kind of stud who was at least like 6'5".
Latte was expecting some kind of beastly crab demon. Apparently, there's a lot of those around here.
And I was probably expecting like some kind of tall armored guy with like big muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is certainly not that.
You guys pop up here. Go. Hey, what? Okay. And then he shows up. Yeah, you see I gave a small animation to his staff as well, which is now pretty small, but later it will be a bit bigger. So yeah, he walks up to you guys and he sees you guys like standing together, like searching. Maybe you even have the pamphlet still in hand. It's like, howdy! Are all of you waiting for little me?
Is this a scam?
Well, hot dude, what do you mean a scam?
Well,
No, it's not a scam.
okay. Well, who are you?
Well, I'm Dunno, like the guy who is on, your pamphlet.
Right. Yes.
I
it
was
is a scam.
expecting somebody a little bit bigger, more.
And I was expecting races, people with races that live longer than a normal human, like elves or something. But you get what you get.
Yes.
Wait. It's like he points at Latte. It's like you're a human, right? And he like looks at your ears.
Probably. She covers her ears.
Or like I at least hope it's human years with you and not cat years, because that would be. Well, okay.
How old are you?
Literally, I forgot. I'm like 1,000 and something, maybe 2,000 and something.
Interesting.
How long have you been adventuring?
I'm guessing 90% of my life. That's
Wow, that's a lot of adventuring.
Well, like lots of it's been less in recent years, when this like villages like this started to pop up and people start working together and you were not allowed to, kick goblins anymore. Oh, I'm fine with goblins now. I'm fine with them. They used to be. It's not a racist thing. It's not a racist thing.
I'm sure it's
some
not.
of your best friends are goblins.
Yeah, my cousin is the goblin.
Sure. Now,
I
you
turned
being
into
such
one,
a-
but
being such a learned and travelled man, you don't happen to have come across any giant crabs on your travels?
crustacean. Well, lobster. Yeah, of course, bro. Giant crabs. He's
Yes,
like, well,
giant crabs. Like,
I ate
building
like big
size.
buildings. Oh, you mean gargantuan? No.
yes.
Building-sized
Ah.
crabs?
Yes. They
That's
come in
a-
swarms and destroy houses.
That's not a real thing, is it?
Trust me, it's a very real thing.
Oh.
Like,
Alright.
I've seen a lot. Some of them were, like that. I don't know. I can't remember exactly if I fought. Like, I fought a lot of giant animals, and after some time, they just turn into like animals.
Right.
So
Well,
you fought giant crabs then. You have some
I didn't-
experience.
I didn't fight them. I was a bit young to fight them. But yes, I've seen them. So I guess I do have some experience, yes.
Well, like age. Let's not talk about age. Like I'm, 1,000 and something. You're what? 6?
I'm 38.
38. Oh. Sorry. Years and stuff. I don't remember a lot.
You
So,
are
okay,
fairly
nice.
close.
Very close. Yeah. If you look at my percentage of my life, yeah, then I was like, not even a percent off. So.
Of course. So anyway, should we head off to
Well, let's first do a little round of names, right? So I say my name is Dunno. Who the hell are you? Names?
Latte's gonna pull out a cute anime peace sign pose and exclaim that she's Latte.
Oh dear God.
He's like, okay, yeah. And how about you there? And he points at Archie.
This whole time, Archie's been like getting increasingly freaked out at the prospect of going out. So his eyes are just wide. He's kind of checked out at this point. So he's just like, Archvaldius. You can call me Archie.
Archifal. Arch. Okay, yes. And you there.
I am Lord Albert Winchester, lover, fighter, celebrity chef. You've probably heard of me.
Well, remember, to be honest, I already forgot your guys' names. So it's just gonna be,
It's Albert.
I'm Albert. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Stash Guy, maybe.
Oh yes, this is Christopher, and I gesture to my albatross who sat on my shoulder.
Whoa! It's not gonna eat me, right? He like hides behind the fountain and he runs like.
Oh, don't worry, he's quite well trained. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, sure. I have a problem with owls attacking me, like like looking like this. It sometimes happens. So sorry. Sorry
Don't
for
worry.
that.
No.
It's a nice creature. Christopher it was. Okay, so
Christopher, yes.
we have Lord Boy, Cat Girl, Silent Guy, and Christopher. Got it.
Seems you really don't know our names.
It seems so, doesn't it?
Hmm.
You're a quick learner. Like that. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna teach you guys. Well, let's start off with the basics of adventuring. We'll mostly do stuff like on the travel, on the go. I have some plans. And I'll make sure you guys will be decent, experienced adventurers when we're done. Like, I'm not asking you. You don't have to pay me. I'm just, teaching you guys because I'm very, very afraid of the future of adventurers. Have you seen the new guys? They're not great. And there are not many left of us. So.
What happened to the adventurers?
What happened? Well, like, you now have jobs with like health insurance, benefits, stuff like that. So people, let's go for the adventuring stuff. Treasure is hard to find because we already taken most of it. Yeah, it's just more difficult.
So there's not a large percentage going off because of giant crabs.
Well, maybe we could look for the giant crabs later on. Let's see.
Oh,
I don't know how we make
Let's
make
please
money
have
off
the
giant
giant crabs.
crabs killing.
Maybe we could work up to that.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
we should go to the giant crabs right away, if we know where they are, obviously.
I could kill the shit out of a giant crab right about now.
Well,
But they're giant.
Yes!
I've
And
got
they're
a
a
sword.
big problem. If you get rid of them today, then they're not a problem tomorrow. It's basic logic.
well, makes sense. So maybe, but first let's start with the basics. So we'll need to be traveling, and we'll need a way to get there. So lots of adventuring is talking to the locals, getting information, getting basic equipment. So let's do it like this. I will get some, magical items, some basic gear. If you guys can get us a ride, like a way of travel. So-
Yes, a sweet ride.
So let's do this like every study group, and basically split up the work. Everybody just split up the work, and we'll try to make something at the end. That's like how normal every school project goes, right?
Sounds fair.
Okay then. So everyone split up, and we'll see you back here later. And that was your guys' second drawing challenge, that each of you drawn a part of a certain vehicle.
Yes.
And I think I had the same order. So the first one for this one is Sarah, with Archie's drawing. So yeah, which part did you do again, Sarah?
I did the propulsion, what's like bringing the carriage
Yeah.
places. I tried to pick a team that, would provide the most speed for our travels.
Yeah, so you immediately gave us some like extra characters that we could go along on our right, which is great.
They do
write
have
down.
names.
Oh, they have
Um,
names, nice.
They do have names.
Hang on, let
The
me get my
chinchilla, the chinchilla is Scratcher.
notepad. Hang on.
And his boss is a little hamster whose name is Hambug.
So chinchilla equals scratches.
Scratcher. Well, I kind of like with the plurals. Maybe we could do Scratchers.
Scratchers.
Yes.
And his
hamster.
boss is a hamster?
Yeah,
I love this thing.
he's kind of like the brains of the operation.
Oh yes,
And what was his name?
Hambug.
Hamburg.
Hambog. Well, Hambog. And do they like what's their intelligence level?
Hambug is like, max intelligence. He's a very, very personable little guy. He's all about the finances.
I've just
so-
spotted him in the head. Oh, he's so cute.
Scratcher is he's not quite there with intelligence, but he's good with like dexterity. He's very fast.
And like, do they speak, or do they speak our like common language? Do they speak like
Hambug.
rodents with each other?
Hambug is fluent in many languages. Scratcher is just, speaking his rodent language. But Hambug can talk to us. He's got to make those business deals.
So yeah, you basically you're getting like the fantasy Uber driver is basically what you're doing. So you go up to this company. It's like, yeah, we need propulsion, and you're going to one of these companies, and you see all of these big giant creatures, and you walk up to the cashier, and there's just a little hamster there. It's like, hello, you're searching, buying. What can I help you with?
He's very good with like the business deals too. So Archie's like, he's seeing all these big things, and he's like, yeah, like I mean that could work. I've got the money. And then this little guy like will not let go that he's got to get him and Scratcher to bring him places.
Yeah, like I'm basically guessing that the hamster Uber company, like it's run by multiple hamsters, and they always need to like go with the creature. So every creature has like a hamster upon it.
Yes.
Nice. Is this Scratchers? Does he hop? Does he like walk on 4 legs, 2 legs? How does he?
He's on 4. He's running around. It's kind of like a gallop, almost like a hop/gallop.
Is he a normal colored chinchilla or is he like rainbowy?
That's an important question.
Oh, I think he's just your standard like gray.
All right.
Gray
I
got
think
pink
I
ears.
made him gray in like the next drawing, so we're on the same level.
That's good.
Great.
I didn't even know it was a chinchilla. My guess was like some kind of kangaroo.
Close. Oh, he's a
it's a-
person-sized chinchilla. The
That's
hamster
what I
is a
figured.
hamster-sized hamster.
What a
Nice.
descriptive sentence. I love
Yeah.
this guy.
So Hammock is like, sure, as long as you keep paying, I'll make sure that Stretchers will run your vehicle and might help you with other stuff along the way. As long as we do business, I'm your partner.
I have an
Thanks,
important
little buddy.
question about these animals, which is, do they die if they eat seafood? Because I'm a seafood chef.
Well, they
Probably.
probably know themselves not to eat something or eat something. There's probably lots of grass along the road. I think
I
they're
don't trust
fine.
the big guy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think this was something later on, like when you see. Let's go to the next one.
Right.
And I think the next one, if we're the same order, I think it should be Latte.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this. My uncle's a professional driver.
Oh no!
He used to do the racetracks, my guy.
Is he also a human with cat ears?
Well, he's not really my uncle, but you'll come to find he's a real nice guy. Just wait and see. I'm sure you'll love him.
I know I was drawing this, and it took me a second to remember what you did there. And like my uncle was like, "Wait, what?" So you basically call up your uncle.
Don't worry, guys. This guy could get us faster than anyone around.
Is that a cockroach?
His name is Jeffrey Goose. He's a horrible goose.
Oh.
He's got strong opinions on pizza and which fruit is the best one. He also sounds like he came straight out of Brooklyn in the real world.
Oh, great.
I love it.
Hey, I'm driving here.
Hey, I'm Jeffrey.
Does he also have strong opinions on other birds being near the carriage? Because that may be a problem.
He's when you come back with Christopher, he's gonna give a thumbs down, and you're gonna give him like a scary look, and he's gonna be like, "All right, never mind, well, fine." So yeah, here's my incredibly simple rendition of the front carriage. I'm a professional artist. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying my the wonderful quality that is childlike lack of understanding.
It's like, I still loved it. Like I was doing like a redesign for the complete Please Be See Later, and I was like, I just cannot change Jeffrey. He's perfect. I was like, he's just perfect as is. I really like the little heart. Is that a jacket with a heart? I mean, it was just.
Yeah, he's wearing a red t-shirt and a leather jacket.
Oh my god.
It's so
Leather jacket
fashionable.
with a heart on it. Oh yeah, this guy went to school for fashion, but his real passion was racing.
Wow. Lots of into this character. So, is he your family? Is what you mentioned? You know him? Is like your uncle?
Like a friend of my dad.
Right.
Friend.
They were like rival racers. Have you ever seen Speed Racer?
So your father is also a racer.
He was.
Nice.
Whoa! Is that foreshadowing?
Well, let's get into that one later. So your father used to be a racer.
Latte had a celebrity dad. She has high expectations out of the world. That's why she sucks and isn't good at anything.
Right.
So, did Jeffrey Goose lost the race to your father, and now he kind of like owes your family in favor, and that's why he's driving you around?
He's just a family friend. He retired, and now he's the equivalent of an Uber driver. So I was like, "Hey, can you take me out? I got some friends who need a ride around the city."
Sure. And then now we're getting to JoJo's drawing, and
yes.
wow, JoJo, I didn't expect. Like, I liked everyone's like input and drawings and like creativity, but yours, like, wow, I did not expect.
Sorry.
What's there to be sorry about?
There's nothing to be sorry about.
So when designing this, Albert thought of himself, and that's it. He thought about everything that he needs, which is something to sell his food out of, and a kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
It's basically a food truck for him. And you'll see that once the thing scrolls up, he added an important thing that all food trucks need, which is a harpoon gun.
I don't know how Jeffrey's gonna feel about that. He's a pretty non-violent guy, but I mean, I'm sure you can convince him. I mean, you're probably friends with Gordon Ramsay, am I right?
Yes. Oh God, Gordon Ramsay. I need to write that down.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought of that as soon as you said celebrity chef for your character.
That's amazing. So yes, it's a food truck with a kitchen inside and a fully stocked fridge full of seafood and seafood-based ingredients and a harpoon gun on the top to shoot at things.
So this is basically how it went. Like, Latte went and basically got like a family friend who's now an Uber driver, and she hired him. Archie also like hired like an Uber driver like setup. Albert asked for a custom specific car to be built in like an hour. Like,
Yes.
money wise.
Yeah, so what he did was he got his already existing food truck and cut it in half, and then stuck a harpoon gun from like a trash pile outside of town and just welded it to the top.
So yeah, all of you get your parts of the vehicle, and you know you get back together to assemble the final vehicle.
Oh, I love this.
Dono comes back. It's like, well, exactly what I expected with the splitting up methods. Like, I don't know what I expected less, like, or more than this. Well, luckily I have magic, so let me see what I can do. So now it's his turn. Well, my turn basically to make it one
thing.
drawing. So one thing. So for some of them I just colored it. So it was just coloring. In this case, Scratchers and Hamburg. Make Hamburg like a little bit like golden blonde.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got the gray body and pink ears, just like I said before you even knew.
Yeah, right. Well, I thought he was a kangaroo or something. So.
Oh, boy.
I did like I think it was with Ash's drawing. Like, they had the part in the middle, and if I hadn't done that, I would have forgotten that you need more than just the like, he has the part connected to your chinchilla. I would have forgotten like completely. I would just had the ropes going to the hands. Like, wait, that doesn't work. So I reused here JoJo's wheel. I did a rough, and I for fun because it was a very empty space for Latte's drawing, so I just added an anchor just to go more with the Winchester look, like a bronze anchor.
Very aesthetic.
Thank you. I have the best aesthetic out of the three of us, obviously.
I don't know. Where's your goose?
So yeah, that may be a question here because we have a goose driver. Like he races. He likes. Did he like fruit? Is that what you mentioned? He studied fashion. Like, does he talk?
Yeah, he talks like a Brooklyner.
Oh yeah, he talks like a Brooklyner. Yeah, that's what we said. So how is this with Christopher, Jojo? Does he talk?
No, Christopher doesn't talk.
So you're like, you're seeing this just, normal goose who talks with a Brooklyn accent, and you're like, wait, Christopher, can you? Christopher just, I kind of like this dumb stare in his head, just looking for like a normal bird.
Yeah, Christopher is a complete dumbass. He just, like, that chicken in Moana?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, just that kind of expression sat on my shoulder.
Like, he's probably one of the most like rare animals in this whole magic world because he's the only normal animal.
Yeah, I had to pay a lot of money to get a normal goose. Yeah,
Pelican,
crazy.
right?
This goose doesn't talk.
He was a pelican, right? Before I forget my notes.
Oh yeah, sorry, he's an albatross.
Albatross, yeah.
Man,
I feel like I need to look up an albatross so I know what we're dealing with.
It's like
It's
a really
basically-
big seagull.
It's like a pelican, right? Isn't it? Is it not? Man, I'm not screwing up myself.
Dunno must be thinking, wow, you guys really pulled all the freaks out.
It looks like kind of like the love child of a pelican and a seagull.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Now I'm just having some furry fantasy like seagull trying to romance a pelican.
Let's forget I said anything.
My love, your sweet feathers. Okay, so I made a small writing animation to go while we're go for the rest of the story. So yeah, all of you get in this vehicle and head off. So
I've just realized we have no seating space.
I think you're in the food truck sitting
Sitting on
between
the
like a
ground.
whole.
Yeah, we just sat on the kitchen counter.
There's like pans falling on us.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody is sitting next to Jeffrey, but
Yeah, someone's crammed themselves inside the oven for some reason.
Probably
You're-
he's dumb.
Yeah.
yeah, like Jeffrey is having a conversation with Hambox, like these guys, right? And it's like, well, at least they're paying. Yeah. They don't have lots of trust in this adventure to begin with as well. Dunno explains to you guys, well, bad news, guys. All the magical items were bought out. So I've done some digging, and apparently there's this new, theme park opened up. And to go in there, you need to pay with, items or gear and stuff like that. So they have lots of gear over there.
So we're gonna go there and steal it.
Well, I wouldn't say steal it, because that's what the bad guys do. I like the word borrowing. Or better yet, burrowing. Burrowing is even a better word. It doesn't has anything to do with what we're doing now, but I like burrowing more than borrowing. Just...
Yes, we will give it back at some point. It may be broken, but we'll give it back.
Yeah, it might lost its magic, or
it might take 20 years to get it back.
Yep.
Well, like 20 years is nothing, right? We just
Yeah.
talked about that. It's like, yeah, it's not even 1% of my lifetime.
Yeah, if you think about it in like comparison to the length that the world has existed, that's nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, the theme park probably has gold, right? Like, with gold, they can buy new items, but there's nothing in the shops because they bought anything. So, we could also just, after we're done with it, sell it back to the shops and they can buy it again. I mean,
Yeah.
You guys got some real big brain energy. I could have just been doing crime instead of like trying to work at Walmart or whatever.
is that where they sell walls? For
Yeah.
the castles and stuff? Yeah.
Yep. Bricks and stones. I wasn't
Oh,
bricks and
particularly good
stones.
with them.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so strange. Like, a market full of just shops selling walls. Like, you would expect, to branch out or something. But yeah.
Yeah. They're good at what they do. What they do. Why should they branch?
They have the finest stones in the kingdom.
Yes.
So while
I bought a
driving...
countertop from there once, and it was very good quality.
Yeah, so while driving, you pass like lots of like the usual magic sites. There's like all kinds of different gnomes, like garden gnomes, shoe gnomes, gnomes that are into like pranking people. There's like a giant shoe from a giant who just lost a shoe. There's dragons flying over. Your normal like magical fantasy stuff that's everywhere. Because as explained, this world is full of effing magic.
Yeah, when I think of fantasy, I always think of those just like random dislodged giant shoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly right.
They're just all over the place.
Like, in winter, how many gloves you see everywhere on the ground? Like, if there's giants, those stuff is everywhere.
Yeah. And like, I had a giant near where I grew up who just would not pick up his giant dog poo.
That's the worst. But it's good for the farming community, so.
Yes. Very good for the farming community.
So yeah, you guys head off to this new park, which now will be slowly being drawn. So yeah, you head off to the park, seeing all kinds of magical sights you're very used to. You guys get to know each other maybe a little bit, being in this vehicle. Even Dono might explain like a bit like why at this point he started searching for adventures. He mentions that he doesn't know how old he is, but he's feeling he's getting up there. It's not like he's dying. He's saying he doesn't know like if he's still in his prime, if he can how long he still can go on adventures. So he's like, I'm better start training others while he still can. So he's like, so that's why I'm training you, Christopher and gang.
Good to know that you've already decided that I'm the leader.
Wait, were you Christopher? I thought.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. What? Wait. What? You decided my albatross was the leader?
I didn't decide. I'm basically the teacher, so leader, I guess.
Krista just probably has like the strongest energy of all of us.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got that leader energy.
Definitely.
Yes.
Big bird energy.
Archie respects him. They made like some intense eye contact when they first met, and he was like, "Okay, I see. who's
Except
in
he's
charge
like-
here."
Except Christopher, it was like one eye contact and one eye just kind of staring off into the distance.
That goes spending this last few hours driving with you guys. I'm glad we also brought Hambok to be like a charismatic guy to help us with stuff like that. Maybe Hambok should be the leader.
Maybe Hamburg should be the leader.
I'm cool giving him that responsibility.
He seems like the most responsible one of us.
He's just got a lot of life experience,
Yeah.
Well, Hambok goes like, if you want me to be the leader, then I should make some contracts, and then it's a done deal. But as long as there's nothing signed, I'm not gonna be this leader of this group.
Lata's gonna point to Jeffrey and say he should be the leader because he went to college.
Wait. Donna goes like, wait, you guys didn't went to college?
I
None
went.
of you?
I went to college. I went to
I didn't.
university. Yes.
I'm just taking a year off, trying to figure out myself.
Well, I didn't really go to university. More that university came to me.
Oh, one of those walking universities, with the big lags.
We hired the lecturers to come to our estate and teach me how to do things.
Right. Yeah. Anyone else of you had a similar situation like that, or when did you guys went to normal school?
They kicked me out of normal school.
I almost got kicked out, but my parents came through. They just had a nice
Right.
conversation with a couple bags of money, and everything went okay.
Well, since Humbug doesn't want to be the leader without contracts, I'm kinda going to Latte right now. Like, that's the only one who didn't buy his way in.
Hey! I mean, yeah, we bought the teachers, but I didn't actually buy my degree.
I can't say that I didn't buy mine. I don't even
Well,
have mine
you're
yet.
still working on it, that's why.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
still working on it. Well, let's figure that out later. We're here. And you guys. There we go. So now I added a little black. I added pants to to Albert.
Oh yeah.
Just a black block at the back there. So yeah, you gone at the gates of this park, and there's like a guy standing there for the entry. Like, well, leader, welcome to this unnamed theme park we haven't named yet, which is not weird at all. Do you have tickets with you?
Do we have tickets? Dunno.
Donna's like, no, but I have some money. It's like, well, we accept money and we accept, all kinds of magical items. Oh, well, we have money, right? So that's no problem. But what kind of theme park accepts magical items? Well, we do. We accept magical items and stuff. That's not weird and suspicious at all.
No, definitely not. I've heard of all kinds of places accepting magic items. That's totally normal. It's not normal.
Guys, I think this guy might be weird and suspicious.
No,
I think you might be right. So, okay, we agree that it's not weird and suspicious that you're doing that. We can pay entry with money. Wait, are you a demon, perhaps? Like, yeah, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm a demon, and this park is run by other demons. We used to be, like, in the torturing business, trying to get souls, bribing, stuff like that, but it didn't pay off a lot. And apparently when we started doing fun instead of torturing, people just gave us stuff, so we kind of rebranded.
Well, actually, do we need to pay? Because isn't, in a way, good cooking a type of magical item? I could cook you a meal?
Well, my boss wouldn't be too happy about that. I would have gotten food.
For your boss.
Well, do you cook any young children?
No, I do not cook young children.
Do you have any French sauce with sin in them?
Wait, I do young children. I do calamari.
Well, I think we both know that's technically not what I meant. I could take your soul instead of money, if that's what you prefer.
I don't have one of those.
Right. Oh, you already sold it.
Yes, I already sold it. A long time.
Yeah, okay, that's why we switched business. Like, we couldn't keep track of which ones we already got, and there are some people who just haven't got one anymore.
Yes.
Is that how you became a celebrity chef?
No.
That was a pretty suspicious response.
Everything's
it
very
wasn't.
suspicious around here.
Okay then. So yeah, you guys pay up, and the gates open, and he lets you guys in. And that, I think, brings us about to the end of our first session. So your next challenge for the next session would be, Dono is gonna steal magical items. You guys need to draw your characters making distractions all on this theme park / carnival / birthday party-ish. Like, there's all kind of attractions, rides, stuff like that. You basically need to distract the demons who run this place while he steals stuff.
Right.
Awesome.
And there's gonna be another challenge, but I'll let you guys know later. And what did you say, Sarah?
It's just like, I guess maybe on my end, the audio just got like real scary. Like it's all just
Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
It sounded like something was like possessing my computer.
Yeah, the audio got a bit glitchy. I think it was starting the picture. So I was saying, it's like I'm showing the music to keep it legally that I show every music I use, especially if I also use other man's drawings. I do want to mention the idea of this game, of course, came from the Drawfee channel, from their Drawga, videos. That's where we got the idea. So I'll also put a link to the Drawga video, one of the Drawga videos in the stuff beneath the YouTube video. So I only used 6 songs. This time I might use some others or some others. So there's also a small thing going on the right here, small animation. So yeah, how do you follow, guys? Like, first session, I think it went very well. Took some time to get here, because we started it before Drawga Season 2, and for some reason they finished before we started the first session, which is incredible for Drawga, since the first season took like 4 years to finish. This one took like a few weeks.
It's just my luck that before the first session my house got struck by lightning.
Oh,
Yes.
Sorry, man.
Yes, lots of storms going on lately. Is there storm now? Because I know we have storm here.
Not at the
there's
moment. There's been a lot of rain and flooding, but luckily we live on a hill. Or unluckily, as the lightning would be.
right.
But you know, swings and roundabouts. We don't get flooded. We get struck by lightning. You know, it's a trade-off.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording, but I at least want to thank everyone while I'm still recording. So thank you, Ash, thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Jojo,
Yes,
for this
thank you.
first
Thank you.
session.
Yes, thank you for setting
Really
this
cool
up.
stuff.
Yeah.
This was fun and hilarious.
That's